Mayflom here, and I have got an idea for a project. So I've got some glitter iron-on vinyl, and the carrier sheet, the shiny part, is there. And I've used this sheet a few times, but there's still plenty of vinyl left to go. So this is an iron-on material, and I am loading my mat here onto my machine. And I have got a fun idea. So I have a plain t-shirt that I want to embellish a little bit for my daughter, and I have some of the fun Disney files for the Scan and Cut. So I have those loaded here on the side of my machine. There's my USB drive, and I'm just going to retrieve that data. Now, I am going to be scrolling down just a little bit because I have a lot of files on this particular USB drive, but there they are. I've got a bunch of Disney files. I've got Frozen files and Mickey and Minnie. What I'm really excited about right now is I just downloaded some Toy Story files, which are super fun. And I can edit this by going into Object Edit and Resize. I'm just going to size this down a little. And just about 6 inches or so. Maybe a little less. Okay, let's go with height 5.75. That will do it. And then I'm moving this into the upper corner and saying okay and okay. If everything looks good, okay. This is where we could push this button to scan if we needed. However, I am absolutely certain that I have plenty of vinyl and then some down here, so I don't need to worry about that. We're going to select cut. I just love how easy this process is and how minimal editing and screens and such that I have to do. The only thing we are going to do is turn on half cut so that the vinyl cuts, but the carrier sheet does not. And you always will want to check if that's on or off. And start. And the auto blade here on the DX is going to determine the depth and the appropriate amount of pressure and cut that right out for us. After you have finished cutting it out, you can see that I cut my piece of material down. Okay, so I cut this part out as close as I dared, and now all I'm doing is going in here with my little pick here and weeding out all the little bits. Remember, you want to move nice and slowly, and you're removing anything that you do not want to transfer, and holding this up to the light, kind of bending it here and there, will help you see where the little cuts are, and you just lift them out one at a time and then dispose of them while saving this. And when you're ready, we'll get out the iron, get out our shirt, and transfer it. Now all I've got to do is just kind of iron the area. This does two things. First of all, it smooths out any wrinkles. And secondly, it's going to warm up the area. And I'm going to try to apply a little steam there so that it's nice and smooth. So it's going to warm up the area while also smoothing it out, which is what we want. And then once I've got that all set, we're going to take, look how cute that is. And you see how the weeding is important. Make sure there's no chunks left over anywhere on the side. We're going to place our pattern. And then normally, guys, I do actually go and get a little, oops, I got to turn my steam off. Normally I go and I get a little bit of fabric to go over this. But sometimes when I have a real sure thing kind of design like this, and it's not going to take a lot of heat, sometimes I just go direct without that layer of fabric over the top like you're supposed to. I just mentioned this, so if you're going, wait, where's the layer of fabric? And you just want to press really nice, firm pressure, and you'll know it's done. You're going to let this cool for a minute, and you'll know it's done because the transfer sheet will peel right away. As you can see, this is coming right off nice and smooth. Now, after you've peeled this off, keep that for a second and really just double check that everything is nice and pressed down. If you have some kind of a heat press versus an iron, that always works really well too. But otherwise, hey, we're good to go. And if I want to add more decorations to my shirt, I certainly could, but I've got my iron on all set, and that was super fun and easy thanks to my ScannCutDX. I'm on to my next family member's t-shirt for vacation.